Oh, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to adjust the exposure on this stupid camera. That's something we're totally going to check tonight. Face cam. I'm going to be checking to see. Oh, I can get it now. Yikes, it's a bit expensive. Okay, it's still a couple weeks away. I'm gonna upgrade the camera to I think I'm gonna buy the Elgato face cam. I toyed around with buying like a Sony ZV-10 or something, which is a pretty good camera actually. In a shoot 4K, but I don't know. I need to give that a bit of thought. That's a $1,200 investment or something. So I think we'll think about that one a little bit more before we pull the trigger. But yeah, the Elgato Facecam gets really good reviews from people. It's just not been available in Australia since it launched, and I'm not sure what Elgato's got going on here, but they're so here in Australia we can't use the Elgato store, so it doesn't work for us. They tell us it's not a supported country. Obviously that has to do with imports and shipping and all that sort of jazz. And a lot of the Elgato products, I mean, they're all built for Australia. Especially if they have power supplies, because they have the Australian plug, but they have partners and wholesale partners here in Australia. And so those are obviously exclusive channels. And so they can't sell direct here, which is really problematic. And so when they released all their most recent stuff, like the mic arm and the new face cam and whatever else, there are a lot of things. We just can't get them from Elgato directly. We have to wait till a couple of the Australian wholesalers pick them up and then the e-tailers get them. And unfortunately, they become a little bit pricey then. And so at least initially when new Elgato equipment comes out in Australia, it's actually pretty expensive. I mean, I don't know what Elgato can do about it, but it's a bit frustrating. But yeah, I think I'm going to grab an Elgato face cam. They're going to be in stock in Amazon on the 12th of September, so that's next week sometime. Just a little bit pricey. I've had enough of this C920. Like the C920 is okay. Like it's not a terrible camera. But it's just, there's a lot wrong with it. It's an old piece of technology, and it really says, like, I think, so when was the C920 release date? When was that? I think it was, yeah. So the Logitech C920 was released to the market 2012. Like that's almost 10 years ago, and it's still kind of the default webcam that streamers will start out with. I mean, I've had one for years. We actually have two in our house. Zach has one and I have one. We both need them for sort of work and school, and nobody's been able to compete with it, which is really odd. It's really strange. But it looks like Elgato with their face cam have been able to do it. It's just like the C920 is $100 Australian, and the face cam is 300 plus. So for 3 times the price, they should be able to compete with it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll look at grabbing one. But yeah, it's a 1080p 60, which is probably a little bit better anyway. So we'll give that some thought. But I really, at some point in the next few months, I'm gonna probably grab a 4K camera, a 4K 60 camera. I'm thinking probably a Sony a6400 or something. Like I have a Canon Which one is it? The 60D or 60. I have a Canon 60. It's a bit of an older one, and it's 1080, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to use. And the problem is 1080 video, it's useless, right? Who shoots video in 1080? You streaming it, sure, but I want to also shoot video and stuff with it. So, and then there's the new iPhone coming, right? So the iPhone, I think they'll probably announce that next Tuesday, something like that. And that's, you know, that's a 4K, I think 4K 60, I think the iPhones do. And they're very good cameras, actually. So there's a thought that I could possibly use that for what I want to do. But you know, it's a consistent upgrade path. Like, the thing about streaming like this, and for some of the stuff I want to do on the channel, generally the YouTube channel, you could easily, like, I could easily go out and drop $15,000 probably, you know, another PC, high-end camera, some lighting, etc. You could easily go out and just drop a bundle of money. But I've actually done that once before, and we got our money back. We did, like, went out and bought a whole bunch of lights and cameras and like this mic and all kinds of things. Did that sort of almost 10 years ago. Went out and spent thousands of dollars on all the gear and shot videos and stuff, and that did well. But that was more of a concerted effort to do training, video training material and stuff like that. Like, we the house we were living in at the time, there was a lot of problems with the house. Let's be honest. But the layout was pretty sweet for what we were doing. So it was a multiple story house. On the ground floor, we had our bedrooms and we had 2 bathrooms, and there was a garage there, a double car walk-in garage. And then up a level, we had our kitchen, dining room area, living room area, and a small study nook as well as like a utility room for laundry and stuff. And then we had a mezzanine level up the top of that overlooked the living room area. And so we had room up there for my desk on one side, Harriet's desk on the other side, and then we had a whole sort of gaming area with a sofa and a 42-inch screen, and we had Xbox and PlayStation up there. And then it also had a deck, like a back deck up there, which was pretty cool. And we shot videos out on the deck, got all the cool natural light. We had pretty excellent for video, like a rock, like the house was built into rock. And so it had vines. It was really excellent. And then the garage, we turned the garage into a video studio, and we, cause it was brick. So we bagged the wall. So we took like render and then bag rendered the wall so that it was smooth. And then we painted a whole wall, like a whole length of the garage. We painted it with whiteboard paint. And we had lights set up and everything. We had a ping pong table in there. We didn't use it as a garage. We actually parked out on the street. Yeah, it was good for shooting video and stuff. Cause like you can imagine, like this massive 3-meter long wall, all of a whiteboard, and you could literally write on the whiteboard and talk to the video. It was a good setup for video. So we built out everything for that. And then we kind of, for a bunch of reasons, stopped doing those kind of educational type videos. And then we moved into this house sort of like 5+ years ago. And this house is a little bit different. It's a townhouse, and it's still 2 stories with we have a garage under our house. But it's a different layout. It's more traditional. So this room is the 3rd bedroom, And this used to be Zach's room, actually. And then he didn't like the layout of this room. It's because this room is longer. It's narrow and long, so it's like 2.5 meters wide by sort of 3+ meters long. And so he didn't like it because it was kind of an odd shape for him. And then so he liked the next room over, which is more of a square. And he liked that layout better. And it only had one window, which is, I don't know, he didn't like. This room has two. He didn't like that. He preferred one. So we swapped rooms with him. And we moved our home office into here. And when we originally had it set up that the wall behind me, like directly behind me, was where Harriet's desk was, and then my desk was down the other end of the room, and they were sort of along the same wall next to each other. And then when the pandemic hit, and I was working from home full time, it was a bit hard because I'm on calls and video sessions all day. Like, I start at sort of 8:30 and don't stop till 5-ish most days. And I'm on video sessions probably 5 hours, 6 hours a day, on calls 6 or 7. And so she really couldn't be in here. It was really like, she just didn't like being in the room while I'm talking and stuff like that. So we took her, we got rid of her desk. It was too big, and we bought a new desk for her, and we put the desk in our bedroom. We just moved some of our bedroom furniture around. We put a desk in there for her. And so she has her PC. We just built her a new PC in sort of March. So she has her PC there, and she has an Xbox. So she's more of an Xbox gamer. And so she has the same monitor as me. She has, when I bought my Dell 27-inch 1440p monitor, I bought her the same one at the same time. And so she has that in her desk in the room, and she's got it plugged into both the PC and the Xbox, so she can choose what she wants to use. The monitor will work for both. It's a very good monitor if you're ever interested in buying a 1440 165 hertz monitor at a reasonable price. Good quality, the Dell S27 DGF, I think it's called. It's in the description for this YouTube video. There's a link to it. And it's a very good monitor. I think it's it's one of those rare occasions where here in Australia, something is a lot cheaper than in the US. I'm not quite sure why, but I think this Dell monitor, this S27 DGF, I think in the US it's like $350, $375 US dollars. I paid less for that in Australian dollars. I got them for, I think, $350 each, which, I mean, that's like not even $300. That's not even $300 US dollars. So, and for that, so probably the best, I think most people probably agree, the best 27-inch 240 hertz 1440p monitor you can get is probably the Alienware. There's which one is it now? Who makes Asus? I think makes one. That's not dissimilar. It's a pretty high quality. They have a pretty high quality competitor for that now, but the Alienware is top flight. Like, it's a seriously good monitor. But this is exactly the same panel. Because I mean, Dell owns Alienware, right? So this is exactly the same panel, but different electronics. So it doesn't overdrive up to 240 hertz. It's 165. But in terms of, the brightness, so how many nits it does, and and all the feature set. It's exactly the same. It has a built-in G-Sync module, all that good stuff. So it does variable overdrive. I mean, for 350 Australian dollars, finding a monitor that does variable overdrive, 165 hertz, incredible panel, IPS, that's a solid deal. So if you're ever in the market for a 1440p 165 hertz monitor, I highly recommend this Dell one. But you know, it's a good screen. I tried on the weekend. I spent a fair bit of time testing out some recording stuff with OBS, and I tried. So I was testing Anno, because Anno's very good to look at. It's a very beautiful game, and so my secondary screen is a 4K 60 screen, and I really wanted to get Anno running on the 4K 60 and record that footage to see what it was like. But because it's my secondary, not my primary, most games, to be fair, always load on the primary screen. And so then to load it on the other one, you have to change it to the primary. And if you forget to change it back when you exit out, and then you change back to your primary, which is the one in front of me, which is 1440 instead, then you have all kinds of trouble with the game. If you restart it, it starts on the wrong screen, and now it's the wrong resolution and all kinds of crap. It's just a pain in the ass. I hope in Windows 11, Microsoft come up with an answer for that, where kind of like an advanced launch option where you can pick the screen that something launches on. That would be very good. That would be very cool. That would be a feature, because a lot of the launch mechanics in Windows and stuff, it kind of dates from when most people only had one monitor. And it really, even if you think about it, if you think of, Windows 8 and Vista and stuff, not a lot of people had dual screens. Dual screens are really more of a thing that's kind of happened in the last 3 to 5 years. And Windows handles dual screens okay, but not great. It's not very feature rich the way it works. And so being able to target in like your advanced properties of a program, being able to target which screen it loads on, that'd be pretty sick. That's a pretty good feature. That's something they should build, and they can. It's not hard. It wouldn't be hard to do. You would assume that now, with everybody working from home on multiple screens, that they would do that. And it's actually pretty useful for laptops as well, because if I don't know, like in the office when I was going to the office fairly regularly, all of our desks, because our offices are built out to be hot desk only, so we have very, very few people with permanent desks in the office. And so you basically just rock up and sit wherever you want, or you for the day, or you can use a standing desk, or I used to just kind of camp at tables and stuff, or in the kitchen area, or in the staff lounge, or whatever. But if you sit at a desk, all the desks have monitors, keyboards, mice, etc., and you just plug into the desk. There's a USB cable, and you just plug it in, and you get all the peripherals and stuff. It's a USB-C, so you get all that stuff. And but that meant you had dual screens, because all the desks, the workstations had a laptop mount, right? And so even laptops now have this issue with dual screens, right? And it's if you use PowerPoint at all, man, that's a shit show with dual screens, because they have presenter mode and stuff. Holy crow, man! You'd think Microsoft would have that shit figured out, but no shot. It's a mess. Like getting your it's basically a crapshoot which if you are in like a team session and you share your screen and you load up PowerPoint, it's a crapshoot what screen the people on the other end are going to see. Are they going to see my presenter screen, or are they going to see my actual presentation screen? And it's just like, man, you should be able to figure that out. Like, I mean, if Microsoft can't figure that out with Windows and Office, yikes. Divert some of that R&D money. So hopefully Windows 11 does a better job of that. I actually am hopeful for Windows 11 on a lot of fronts. I think there's a lot of quality of life improvements that can be made to Windows that will be pretty useful. Because as somebody who kind of abandoned Windows, like I don't even remember ever using Vista. Like I probably did. I'm sure I had a work laptop that had it on there. I don't remember ever like I literally don't have any memory of it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I don't, I'm trying to remember. Did I use any of these? Yeah, I didn't really use a lot of them. Like Vista, I probably didn't use, to be fair. I probably didn't use Vista at all. Because I would have switched to Mac at that point, and I used Mac for work. And didn't have a Windows, like a Windows laptop. I had a MacBook. Well, I had a Mac. I had an iMac and a MacBook. And then Vista came along in 2012. Yeah, I might not have used Vista either. So there might be, yeah. Or sorry, Windows 8 came along. The mic arm. You know what I did? I extended it out and I moved it around a bit, and I cleaned up. So I got a tissue and I extended the hinge that I put the WD-40 on, and I kind of just wiped some of it off, and then I moved it around again, and it seems a little bit better tonight. I think it was just overly lubricated. And so by wiping some off and spreading it out a bit, I think I've gotten rid of the excess. Like I'm just trying to see, like, yeah, it seems a little bit better tonight. It still drops, but it's not as bad as it was. It was an excuse to buy a new mic arm, I think, is probably where I was headed. But I think I'm gonna buy a face cam instead, an Elgato face cam instead of the mic arm. I'm sick of this C920. The fact that you can't save the exposure setting is so stupid. But in Logitech, like I said, in Logitech's defense, this is like a 9-year-old product. Like, realistically, I mean, I don't think they ever, when they released this camera, I don't think they ever realized how many they'd sell and how long it would live. Because at the beginning of the pandemic, I bought a C920 before the beginning of the pandemic, just because I wanted one. I think I paid $80 Australian for it. And then Zach needed one just as the pandemic kicked off, because he needed it for school. And it had gone up to $120 within weeks. And then in June of 2020, we looked for one. You couldn't buy them. They were rare. The C920 was rarer than hen's teeth. And then when you could get them, they were $200 and something, which is just ridiculous, right? For an 8-year-old piece of technology, you're paying double the MSRP. Like, that's just stupid. But they're back down to normal pricing now. Hey Tony, how are you, bud? I saw you got your RPG gold for Cold War. That takes a certain level of commitment, man. I now know why people pay to have their camos grind for them, or ground, or grinded, or upgraded, or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of the Cold War skins, like gun skins in general. There's a couple that are okay, but the mastery camos, like gold and all that stuff, I don't think that's it, man. And even dark matter, I kind of don't like it. I think it kind of looks a bit cheap. And dark ether looks kind of stupid. No, the cover shots in Cold War are just the worst. There is no logic to cover shots at all. None. It is the stupidest. It is the stupidest camo challenge I've seen in a Call of Duty game. Because the way that they calculate it is just ridiculous. So if somebody's behind like say you're playing Nuketown, right? And somebody's hiding behind the car. If they move out to the front part of the car and more than half their body is exposed and you shoot them, that's not a cover shot. If you shoot them through the car, that's a cover shot. If you run around and you whip around to the side of the car that they're on and shoot them, that's a cover shot. I have no idea how that works. If you wallbang somebody in... I tested all this out because I couldn't work it out. So if, in Nuketown, there's the front door, right, of the two houses. On one of them, if a person hides behind the little nib wall there and you wall bang them through that, that's not a cover shot. If they're in the house opposite and they're in the corner and you wall bang them, that's a cover shot. If you wall bang them in the garage, that's a cover shot, but only the garage that's connected to the kitchen. If you wall bang them from behind in the unconnected garage, that's not a cover shot. It's just ridiculous. It's just dumb. It's so stupid. Well, the double kills is, I just don't think they count it correctly. I don't know how they count them. Yeah, that was dumb too, right? You have to take out things in the air with an RPG. Like, that's just luck at that point. You're just having to be lucky. And I'm not sure if getting an assist on something like that, that's just so stupid. And even the ones with where if you use your tacticals or a field mic, like, I don't even know how that works. It's so dumb. Cold War is just terrible. There's no nice way to describe it. It's just such a terrible game. There's so much wrong with it. And they just stopped trying. I think that's the safest way to describe it, right? is I think Treyarch just stopped trying. I think they got to sort of March or April and then just said, look, let's just make some new maps. Let's just port some of the older maps over. Let's stop trying to fix this thing. Because it really was just polishing a turd at that point. There's so much broken in the game, it's not fixable. And they focused on zombies. I think what happened, if you want me to give you conspiracy theory, is I think at some point around March or April, Treyarch started working on the zombies mode hardcore for Vanguard. I think they diverted a lot of their people away from Cold War to do the zombies mode for the Vanguard game. And I think it shows in Cold War. Because Cold War since April has been porting of new maps or porting of old maps into the game. A lot of the broken mechanics just don't even get addressed. Mauer de Toten. So that's what I think happened. I think they just started working on zombies. I think that was what happened. They just focused on zombies. Which everybody I know, I don't like zombies mode. I don't really play it. But everybody who I know who plays it, even Zach, has said it was the worst zombies mode. Cold War was the worst zombies mode of any Treyarch game. So I think Treyarch went from being, if Infinity Ward was the 1A studio for Activision, I think if they were 1A and Treyarch was 1B, I think in the last couple of years it's gone from 1A and 1B to 1 is Infinity Ward and 2 is Treyarch. I think between Modern Warfare, Warzone, and the debacle that was Cold War, I think we've seen that Infinity Ward is the premium studio at Activision in the Call of Duty world, and Treyarch is the support studio. And imagine if you're Treyarch and, Vanguard's coming, you're making the zombie mode for that. You'll probably do, so then the next game will be the Infinity Ward follow-up to Modern Warfare. It'll be interesting to see if they do a zombies mode for that. Wouldn't surprise me. And then it's Treyarch's turn again. And you could almost guarantee that Treyarch will be forced to use the Infinity Ward engine. I'm not a huge fan of the campaign. It's quite funny, right? So the original Call of Duty, like the OG first version, I really loved that because it was a single player game. It was all campaign. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. And I liked Call of Duty 2, and I liked and then they went to multiplayer, and it just kind of lost it. I wasn't a huge fan of multiplayer when it first came out. Didn't like it. But then in the last few years, I've sort of stopped playing campaign-driven games and have switched mostly to multiplayer. BRs are kind of interesting to me. I like them conceptually. Like, I enjoyed Warzone a lot for most of 2020. But Warzone, I think as a casual player who's not very good at Warzone, it's painful to play. Like, it can be quite painful to play. And the cheating doesn't help. The cheating stuff is just a nuisance. But the skill-based matchmaking, it's quite funny. A lot of people complain about skill-based matchmaking. But when you're a below-average player at that game, and you get in a lobby with some sweat who has just racked up 27 kills, that's absolutely no fun at all. And that guy's having a great time. But the other 130 players in the lobby are just having a nightmare. Because that guy's just so much better than them. And as Warzone, obviously over its life cycle, started to diminish in popularity a bit and less people were playing it, then it became much harder to fill the lobbies. So you then, if you were not a great player, you had that happen to you a lot, where, especially in Australia, it's a bit of a problem, where even quote unquote protected lobbies have 15 or 20 sweats in it who just run around and decimate everybody. And that's not a lot of fun. It's okay to watch. Like, I watch Scump. I think right now the most entertaining Warzone stream anywhere, like, and it's not even a close second anymore. The most entertaining Warzone stream now is Scump, Zuma, and Methods, and whoever their fourth is. If their fourth is Formal, that's even more fun. But Holly's good with them as well. But those three and somebody else, they're the most fun. It's the most fun stream to watch. To me, there's nothing more enjoyable than watching some turkey turn up into Scump's chat and say that he's cheating. I find that so hilariously funny. I'll be watching that guy stream, and he'll just, all of a sudden, something clicks, and he just gets on a roll, and he'll just steamroll whole teams. And then you'll hear in the death comms, somebody will yell that he's cheating. This guy's cheating, bro. Or somebody will turn up in his stream and say, you got a Cronus, you're a cheater. This is Scump, man. This dude's like, if you talk about the greatest of all time, if you talk about the GOATs of Call of Duty, that dude's in the conversation. And not like kind of, sort of. Like, he's there. And these idiots are, and he plays on a, like, he just was, that's what I mean. 2 weeks ago, the dude was playing on main stage of CDL Champs, live on LAN. There's no chance that guy's, you just sit there and you just think, like, what's going in your head? Like, and I heard, I was watching the flank, and they were sort of, it came up on the flank, and I forget who it was. It might have been Apathy or somebody said it on there. It actually, when somebody goes on Scump's chat or whatever and says he's cheating, they're dumb people. But that's a reflection of how poorly Activision have marketed CDL. That's a indication of how poorly they've been able to sell that vision and that brand. Because if the most recognizable player to ever play Call of Duty professionally, if the average punter playing the game wanders in and calls him a cheater because he doesn't know who he is, that's like you you shoot down to the local YMCA, you play a bit of pickup basketball, LeBron James turns up, dunks on you, and you kind of say, oh, you're not that good. Right? Like it's that level of stupid. It's like you're a dummy. And the guy doesn't know who he is. I remember one time I was a teenager, and I was actually a pretty good hockey player when I was a kid. I was pretty decent, and I was playing some summer hockey with some buddies of mine who played junior, junior is where the pro leagues draft from. And so I was playing some pickup in the summer with some buds who were junior players, and they were all like exceptionally. Some of them have played in the NHL and really good high-end players. And then a couple of NHL players turned up because the NHL players usually play pickup hockey together. And a couple of them turned up and they were like, hey, can we skate with you guys for a bit? We're like, yeah, sure. We had the ice, I think, for another half hour or something. And they just kind of turned up and we're like, yeah, well. So there's levels to this thing. It's like everything. If NHL players turn up and they want to play pickup with you, you can't say no. You have to let them. That's kind of the rule. So these guys just kind of came there. And one of them was an all-star. He's probably one of the 50 best players in the world at the time. And I remember one of the guys we were playing with, he was a good player, but he was a bit of a dumbass, and he didn't really follow the game. He's just a good player, and he didn't play competitively. He's just good. And he called one of these NHL players a dumpster. You're a dumpster. It's like, this dude's like one of the best in the world. You don't know who he is, do you? No, I have no idea. Okay. All right, then. Fair enough. I've seen that once or twice. My favorite one is I was playing here in Australia. And there's a semi-pro league here in Australia. The AIHL. And I started playing again in Australia. I think I was about 26, 27 years old, maybe 28, somewhere in there. It's a couple of years I was playing. And I just kind of wanted to play a bit of rec league hockey just to kind of stretch my legs and have a bit of fun. And I was playing with the Sydney Bears. And very quickly, I realized that men's senior B hockey in Australia was, I'm trying to be kind, not great. It's probably the most kind way to put it. And there were a couple Canadian guys on the team, so they were okay. They were pretty good. But not even close. Like, there was me, and then there was everybody else. And I remember one of the first games in the season, we were playing out in Penrith. Penrith is one of the sort of far west suburbs of Sydney, out in the hills, like at the foothills of the Blue Mountains. And they're it's a weird area, sort of. Penrith's probably middle class, actually, but it's sort of low class, middle class, if you know what I mean. And we were playing out there, and I don't know, I didn't really take it all very seriously. I was just kind of coasting around a fair bit, and I was passing off, and I was playing defense. Like, I didn't even want to play forward. I was just playing defense. And so, Australian hockey is very messy. And so I would kind of just scoot back, grab pucks that got chipped in, and then I'd skate them out, and then I'd find one of my doughhead teammates to throw it to who inevitably missed the pass. And, and I was playing, 60-minute game. I was playing probably 35, 40 minutes of the game, which is a lot. But it was light because because the pace of the game wasn't fast, I could kind of coast a lot of the time. And when you know how to play, you can situationally gear yourself that you don't have to work as hard. You just have to be in the right places. And so hockey's good like that. As you get older and more experienced, and then you start playing with lesser competition, you kind of learn how to conserve energy. So I was able to play these long games, and I just remembered we were winning, and these Penrith guys were getting really frustrated. They're getting really, really frustrated. And they kept dumping the puck in, which is a kind of a dumb strategy in non-contact men's hockey. It's kind of a silly way. You're just turning the puck over, right? If you play competitive hockey, dump and chase is fine. If you're willing to go dump the puck in and go hit the other team to get it back, like if you're willing to play a physical game, it can work. Especially if the other team is more talented than you. So it's a good way to grind them down. But in pickup hockey, where there's no contact, you're just turning the puck over. And if the other team is more talented, you're just giving them more chance to hold the puck and make plays and skate. And one of the players in this Penrith team was getting a bit saucy with me. And I remember at a face-off, he was kind of gobbing off. And I said, man, you're making this easy. You just keep turning the puck over. I can outskate you, and I can, I have generally better movement, and I have better puck control, and I'll just skate around you. You're just a pylon. Like, I just skate around you all day. And he turned around and two hands on the stick and just whacks me in the ankles at a face-off. I'm just looking around going like, what the hell is this? So then I decided, now I'm going to turn it up. And so then I just put on a clinic. I wouldn't give the puck up. I didn't pass. I just skate through the entire, just pick it up in the corner, skate down the other end, put it in the net, and come back, another face off. And I ended up with like 6 goals or something. And that was my introduction to Australian hockey. And, men's pickup hockey in Canada, we'll often play where the puck doesn't leave the ice. Like, we'll play outdoor in Canada. We'll play on a pond or outdoor rink or something like that, and you'll play with just skates and gloves. And so no helmets, no shin pads, nothing, just sticks and gloves and skates, obviously. And the rule is the puck never leaves the ice. You're not allowed to lift the puck at all. And so it's all skill. And there's obviously no hitting, right? It's pickup. It's pond hockey. And so the game's just skating and skill. And that's how my generation, that's how we learned to play, because kids today, they all take lessons in power skating and they go to summer camps and they have dedicated skill coaches and all this shit. When I was a kid, we kind of had power skating a bit in the summer, but not a lot, because most of the indoor rinks in Canada get turned into lacrosse rinks for the summer. We all play lacrosse. And now they keep them as ice sheets because they're worth more. And we used to play outdoor in the winter because the rinks were too hard to get. And so we play outdoor hockey and just play pickup. But that was the rules. Pucks never left the ice. So you had to learn how to control the puck. You had to learn how to pass properly. You had to learn how to stick handle and skate and use your edges and all that stuff. And it's one of the things that happened to Canadian hockey in, I'd say, the 90s is it became overcoached. So my generation, playing in the late 70s and early 80s, throughout the 80s and stuff, we were the last generation of Canadian hockey players that were allowed to just play the game for fun. Because even myself, I was playing representative competitive hockey from the age of about 12. And we didn't have what in Canada they have this thing called the Program of Excellence. We didn't have that back then, but we had the precursor to it. And so it had started to get organized at that level. And it was the worst thing that ever happened. Like, it's produced incredible, talented players, but very, very few maestros. Very few. Because that's not how coaching works, right? Coaching of anything. There's a great book on the topic. So there's the notion that if you want to become an expert in something, you dedicate 10,000 hours to it. It's stupid and it's not true. And this book starts off by comparing Tiger Woods and Rafael Nadal. Or not Nadal, Federer. And how Federer's parents let him play whatever sport. He was a soccer player for most of his life. And his mom was a tennis coach and never coached him. And then he became a teenager and focused on tennis and became the best tennis player ever. And then there was Tiger Woods, who couldn't even walk, and his old man was coaching him in golf. And so everybody tried to raise their kids like Tiger Woods. And the problem is none of them have had any success. And it doesn't matter what discipline it is. It's anything. Chess, there were the young, I think they were Hungarians, and their father decided to turn them into chess masters. And all they did was rote learning. They just learned how to play chess. But they could never beat a computer because the computer just out-memorized them. It's quite fascinating. So that whole concept of learning by doing a lot of different things. So it comes back to that concept of skill stacking. The best people, the most creative, the most the maestros all have a very wide background in a lot of different. They have a lot of different. They have a lot of different skills. Django Reinhardt, the guitarist, is the example. Is another example they used. He, I think it's Django Reinhardt. Is that who it was? Yeah, Django Reinhardt. He was the gypsy jazz guitarist, and he lost some of the use of some of his fingers and had to learn to play the guitar again. And so he developed a whole style of guitar play suited to his lack of mobility in his hand. And that's the kind of, but he was a, fantastic guitar player to start with. He had a lot of skills. So it's interesting. You see it with, you see it a lot with kids' sports. So Zach wasn't super into sports as a kid. He played a bit of soccer when he got a bit older with some of his buddies, but he wasn't really. I coached him in baseball for a few years, and I think we got to a point where I liked coaching him in baseball more than he liked playing baseball. And I think he kept playing baseball because I was coaching rather than because he liked it. And he was okay. Like he was an average player on our team. But we had a couple of Japanese kids who were really good. They were really good. And it was fun to coach them because the Japanese kids their parents just instill an incredible level of discipline and respect for everything they do into them. There was one kid, he goes to school with Zach. He's gone to school with him since he was in kindy. And I have to say, I've coached kids in hockey. I've coached kids baseball. I've done all that stuff. And these Japanese kids were the best to coach because they listened to everything you said. If I said to this one kid, Yuka, if I said, Yuta, I need you to do this, that kid would do it 1,000 times until he got it just right. It was crazy. Their commitment to just being incrementally better every day at a young age was just staggering. And that kid now, he's a competitive swimmer. He started swimming, and there was a kid so he went to primary school with Zach, and there was another kid in their year in the same school, if you can believe this, and they were number 1 and 2 for their age group in the whole state in every stroke. Every single one. These 2 kids, they grew up in the same class in the same public primary school in Sydney. Their families weren't close. They didn't have the same coaches. None of that. Just random happenstance. These 2 kids. And this one kid, this Australian kid, he was number 1, and this Japanese, he's Australian, but they're Japanese descent. He was number 2. And then by the time they got to the end of high school, it had reversed. And then this Australian kid just stopped swimming because he wasn't number 1 anymore. And he didn't think he'd, win at nationals and all that stuff. Japanese kid kept going, still swimming. Zach reckons he'll compete in nationals next year. And, unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. The Olympics are a strange thing, right? Because if you fall into a shitty age bracket, then your optimal years for the Olympics you actually might miss them. So swimmers, their best age is sort of 20, 21. And so he might not be at his peak as a swimmer when the next Olympics roll around, and then the one after he's too old, which is really it's really frustrating. It's kind of one of the crappy parts about some sport in the Olympics is because it's quadrennial. It's just timing as well. But yeah, he's a good kid. This young Japanese kid, he's a good kid. His parents are really lovely people. Very nice. I still see his mom at the grocery store occasionally, and she bows. And she tells me all the time, she said, "Oh, he used to love you when you coached him in baseball. You were very nice." Thank you. He was a good kid. And I always ask Zach how he's doing. He's not in Zach's friend group, so to speak, but everybody likes this kid. So he's in everybody's friend group. I mean, that's been one of the hardest things, I think, with lockdowns and stuff, is that in the last 18 months of school, these kids have been locked down for 6 or 7 of them. And so these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids have basically lost all this time with their friends. Zach's in year 12, right? So Zach finishes year 12. Technically, his last day is next Wednesday, which is his birthday. It was supposed to be his graduation day. And they won't have it. They won't have their last time together as mates. Some of them have grown up together. Zach has kids he went to school with in kindy. One of his best mates, a kid called Zach, they're both named Zach, they've been together in school since the age of 5. And now they're both graduating high school together. And he hasn't seen him in 6 months. Talks to him a bit, but, they've all kind of forcibly grown apart. It's really quite sad. It's one of those things in lockdown. Zach's year 12, this year 12. These kids have been the most screwed over year by the virus, because the way Australian year 12 works, it starts in year 11, right? Your last term of year 11 scrapped, and you become year 12 in your last term of year 11. And half their year 11, they only had 3 terms, and half of it got ruined by lockdowns the first time around, pandemic. And so if the universities, if they said, well, we're not going to do HSC results and we're going to look at year 11 results, these kids got screwed that year. And now it's their year 12 year with their HSC, and they've been royally screwed over this year. So this generation of kids just got basically fucked over for their education. And the way the government has handled it has been abysmal. It's just chaos. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. And it's really sad. This one cohort of kids has just been completely and utterly screwed over. And, as a parent of a kid in that year, you feel bad. Like, he doesn't get any of the things that we got when we finished. Because finishing high school is kind of still a big deal, right? He won't have any of those things that we got. He or his mother, or my mother, his mother or I got. He doesn't have any of those experiences. Imagine graduating high school and you don't even get a graduation day. Like, that's a big deal for kids. Nope, they don't get it. They don't get it. I remember my last few days of high school. You're done your exams. You're done. They still have HSC, but you're kind of done, and everybody knows it. And you're looking around to your buddies who you've known for most of your life at that point. Like, you figure you're 18, you went to school with some of these people when you're 4 and 5 years old, right? And probably will never spend that much time with them again. There are people who you've gone to school with your whole life who you will never see again. And you're there at high school, and even at that age, you kind of realize this. It's quite interesting. And they don't have that experience. So there will be people who Zach has gone to school with his whole life, who he will now never see again. Never get to say, hey mate, it's been good fun. Or even if they're not like close or anything else, like your graduation is kind of that event where you're all together one last time and there's kind of a send off and there's a bit of camaraderie. They don't have any of that. It's kind of sad. They've been screwed over. It's not anyone's fault. It's just the way the world worked. But this one cohort of kids got screwed. And the government isn't doing anything at all to fix it. The government is in fact using them as a guinea pig. The government is using this year 12 class as a guinea pig. Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and they're using them to try and make people think that the world is normal. Oh, look, all the year 12s are going to do their HSC and they're going to do this. It's all just about keeping people to feel like there's a sense of normality. It's completely lost the fact that these are just young people. And it's a very formative year for them in their life. It's a very important year in their life. They become adults. I've said it to Zach a few times. Next Wednesday, Zach is technically an adult. Zach can walk into the vintage cellars and buy himself stuff. He could buy himself a case of beer if he wants next week. They're 18, they're adults. And he graduates high school on the same day. And they just got messed up. Just got messed over. It's a bit sad. There's nothing you could do. Like, that's the thing. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. The world just had a bad turn in a year that it was kind of bad for them. But anyway, it is what it is. How about we play some Modern Warfare? I want to get the MP7 to gold, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that tonight. Not in this stream anyway. I got too many things going on. I got too many things to do, I think. It's probably a better way to describe it. You graduated in 2014-15. I graduated in 1993. I think. Yeah, I think so. we had our school just a year or so before the pandemic had its 30th, yes, 30th reunion. Because the school pretty much started the year before I got there. So, yeah. All right. Let's play some video games. So I've got a naked. I'm gonna switch out the Pila. I'm gonna switch out the Pila. I like High Alert, but I'm gonna switch out the Pila for the R9. And yep. Do I want that? I don't really need that. Let's grab that. All right. Yep. I don't want frags. I want Semtex. Yeah, I want Semtex. Okay, let's go. So that's the naked, and that's the loaded. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this, yo. We'll probably play for about an hour. I want to get to bed early tonight. I've been trying to get to bed a little bit earlier. My Secret Labs chair better get here pretty soon, man. I ordered that thing yonks ago. Okay, I always like the names. Who do we got? Hasta la Vista. Okay. Butt Callus. Oh, there you go. That's a pretty decent name. We're going to do Shoot House. Butt Callus. All right, bro. That's reasonably creative. Australian players have good names. They come up with pretty creative names. I used to think the people who use like Clan Tag KFC and then did like Zinger Box and stuff, I thought they were pretty big losers. But now I've come to admire them. I have no teammates. Bummer. I can't spray paint anybody. I need to get mounted kills. Sorry. Yes. I hear somebody on my right. You're on my team. Bummer. See, I don't have the patience to do a lot of this stuff. Oh. You snuck up behind me, you cheeky devil. Hey, I got a long shot out of it. I need long shots. That guy's shooting our teammate in the ass. I guess he doesn't like him camping there. So our teammate's just gonna bait me, basically. Headshot. Thank you. Oh. Headshot. Oh, he moved. Oh, should have died. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna run the other way from my teammates because they just start. Hey, it's Butt Callus. Sorry, buddy. I heard you come in. I sound hoard you. I'm not gonna protect. Mate. Oh, I just kept missing my shots. That's terrible. That's my own damn fault. Look at that guy. Go hide. I'm not gonna let... Jesus, I missed my shots again. I let that guy kill me by not taking cover. That was just terrible. Oh, shit. Oh. Sorry, man. Thanks for that, Tony. Appreciate it, bud. Oh. G-Star, you big rat. Just camping. Bro. Oh, they're all there. They're all there. Oh, they're... You idiot. Oh, G-Star, I've given you another free kill. They're at the cargo containers. Where? They're behind me, I think. Headshot. Thank you. Hey, Butt Callus. Go camp on the end, bud. Go do you. We'll just play the objectives. Oh, that's you. Oh. Shit. Ah. I'm gonna go this way, and when they run away, I'm gonna... My teammate just ran right past that guy. He literally just ran right past him. What are you doing? G-Star, I've given you another free kill with your shitty sniper. I'm gonna just run around the back here and I'm gonna shoot you in the back of the head. Oh. Okay. And you just spawned me right in front of that guy. No chance. Oh. Sorry, bud. Oh, you didn't survive. Okay. Headshot. They actually they dropped a cluster on themselves. So that, oh, what are you doing? You just holding the spot there? Whoa. How many bullets does that guy take? I don't really care. Hey, bud, I killed him. You can stop shooting at me now. Oh, I saw him out of the corner of my eye. It was just too late. Ah. How do you play through stun? How is this possible? So I've stunned you here. You're stunned. Oh, and you can still just shoot me in the head through the stun. Claymore. Okay, bud. I missed. That guy is so horny for winning. RJD. Like, you guys are Muppets. What are you doing? Oh, I can't believe I missed that. Whoa. I just dropped in front of that guy. Can you guys actually do something? Oh. Yes. Oh, look at you. I just finessed you. Oh, I ran out of bullets. That's why I didn't get my kill.
Enemy at the back alley. Enemy's got the hard point.
Hey, Tony, that should be better now, right? The frames. Butt callous with the play of the game? How? Oh. He stole my kills. That's how he did it. I gotcha. I see you, butt callous. Stealing my kills. How did I go on camo stuff? Okay, so I think that's the end of my bloodthirsties. If I'm not mistaken. I should now have all those. No? Oh. Oh, okay. Need more of those. Shortly after reloading. I die too quickly. That's the part of the problem. Mounted kills, yuck. Hip fires. Oh, I need one more headshot. Yeah, okay, thanks, man. Where are we? Shoot house again. Oh, headquarters. I hate headquarters. This is the worst game mode. Because you just have people just sit around. Yeah, kill that. I have to agree. That is the one thing that they got really well. They did really well in Cold War was the kill cams. So I need to figure out how to mount in this.
Capture and defend each HQ as it
Oh, helps if I'm pushing the right keys.
We have our first target. Move out.
Okay, so nobody's going to run up here because they're not interested in kills. They're going to all go play objectives. I'll give it 5, 4. Hey. Mounted kills. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the shield is... Come on, Crispy Biscuit. Don't steal my kills, you rat. You guys stink.
Target down.
Oh, I got lucky a couple of times. Whoops, got it. Whoops.
They're capturing the HQ. Go.
Oh, I'm on the wrong HQ, man. Holy shit.
They're capturing the HQ. Go.
What? What's going on? Oh, oh my God! That guy's mounted up in the office with a trophy.
Location ID.
Oh, you're on my team. Whoa. Can somebody go take care of that dude on the end? Like, what's wrong with you people? Like, if you're gonna play this game mode, play it. Crispy Biscuit, you kill-stealing chump. Mate, you better hold that spot.
HQ is online. Secure it. They're capturing the HQ. Go. HQ contested.
Okay, I'm gonna bait these two dummies.
Securing the HQ.
Oh! That guy is just hanging out up there. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill him. That's easy. Watch this. Oh, you're on my team. What is going on? This is like madness. I can't work out what's going on. Is that guy up in the office on my team? Where is all this?
Securing the HQ. Enemy care package inbound.
Care package. What the fuck? What is going on? Like, literally, I have no idea what's going on.
HQ contested. We pulled ahead. Perimeter breach. Defend the HQ.
This is madness. I think these guys I'm playing against are all not very good. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to people. But I think the fact... What are you doing?
Friendly care package inbound.
Where is this care package?
Location ID.
Thanks. Wait, what? Do I still have the shield turret? Oh, I do.
Gotcha,
HQ
you
is online.
fucker.
Securing. Securing the HQ.
What is going on? This guy is terrible. How is he shooting me in the back?
Taking fire.
Our shield turret.
I don't care. It wasn't mine in the first place. Whoa. It was theirs. What? This guy is terrible, and he just keeps seemingly spawning right behind me.
HQ contested.
Oh my god. I can't see anything.
AO is too hot.
This is just...
Destroy with the next wave.
What is going... 13 kills. This terrible guy is fizzy bubbly. He's awful, and he has 26 kills. How? And look at this guy. Crispy Biscuit. He has 16 kills, and look at all the stuff he has.
Disabled. Get ready to move out.
I have no idea. He must be... Look at...
Package inbound.
Holy shit.
Location ID.
I should have probably mounted and taken the kill. Somebody's using snapshot grenades.
Enemy care package inbound.
I'm gonna go steal their care package again.
HQ is online. Secure it.
Oh. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong keys and stuff now. I had that guy, and I just pushed the wrong button. Get up. Oh my god.
HQ contested. Can't send reinforcements.
Holy crow.
Enemies trying to shut down our HQ.
What is... This is just madness. Look at look at this. Look at these guys. Holy crow. I need to stay alive. Because I should just be... Look at... I should just be farming these guys for kills. These guys are terrible.
Disable the HQ. Reinforcements inbound.
I have to stay alive and just shoot some people. Like, look at my teammates are throwing... Like, you just couldn't handle any movement at all. That guy just... I just moved laterally and slid. Like, this guy has the most kills in the game. Holy crow. Who is shooting behind me? My teammates. It goes without saying. I'm gonna bait this guy. Just let him go out there and get shot.
Be advised. Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
Thank you. Oh, free. Free long shot.
Securing the HQ. Friendly care package inbound.
More care packages. Somebody really likes care packages in this game. I'm gonna try and sneak up behind them. Because I have a suspicion all of the other team is gonna be over here.
Capturing the HQ. Go. Be advised. Friendly precision airstrike inbound.
I'll kill them all. Nice. What do you mean skill-based matchmaking? That implies that I'm terrible.
HQ secure.
Well, get your act together, Tony.
HQ up in 10. Get ready.
Enemy at the cargo containers.
If this is the skill level of the competition for me...
Head to the new HQ.
Oh.
Target down.
They're over here, so I'm gonna sneak around this way.
Ready to roll out.
Wait, who threw that?
Great. Get a move on.
Right, deploy Wilson.
Loader 2-0 and control the U.
Hold the
I'm terrible with the Wheelson.
Reinforcements inbound.
I'm gonna go back over here. How could my team not manage to hold? They couldn't hold when I had the Wheelson. Like, I'm running out of fuel and I'm not seeing anybody. Oh, hi. That was shit.
Be advised, friendly
Look at this guy.
inbound. Hold out as long as you can. Friendly care package inbound.
More care packages. Look at this guy. Shush Waffler. Oh, he's got a thermal scope. Look at this guy. What? Wow. Look at this guy.
No reinforcements available.
I am struggling to believe that. Look at these guys. Look at them. This is madness. Utter madness. Oh, he's got dead. He popped a deady.
Disable the HQ. Reinforcements inbound.
That guy popped a deady in headquarters
Friendly care package inbound.
in an outdoor map.
Enemy at the cargo container.
Oh,
Friendly counter UAV.
what?
New HQ established.
Okay.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Where are they all hiding? So Shush Waffler just sits there in the corner and crouches. I'm gonna have to go around this way and shoot him in the back.
Incoming. HQ active. Move to secure.
Yeah, I got you, Shush Waffler. You crouch walking bitch. Oh, look at you. Look at you. You can't handle that. Whoa! Shush Waffler. So he's running thermal and he's running an RP. Oh, you're nice shot, bud.
Enemy at the cargo container.
Shush Waffler is he's camping his spawn with a thermal scope and an RPG. Imagine being that guy. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up the gut. We're gonna go up right up the middle. And we're gonna stick it in. And then I'm gonna go steal this guy's.
Shield turret ready to deploy. We've secured the HQ. Stay alert. HQ contested. Enemies trying to shut down our HQ.
That dude.
Scored a victory, mate. Let's have another.
He's not. Do you reckon he's grinding camos? Cause like. Oh, play the game. See all that? That was me being 36 and 19. That was just not. That's the kind of game. Sorry, I have to scratch my foot. That's the kind of game where you wonder if. Yeah, he kept getting a shield turret. Just like one of the silliest care packages you can get. Like, if you're gonna get a care package, get something good. Get like a Juggernaut or something. Like, I think the Juggernaut's awful. Like, I want to kick a kitten every time I see one. But I kind of get the point, right? Hey, I got a long shot kill. So I have to get mounted kills and long shot kills. And then I have to do reloads. And I'll get that soon. Come on, man. No more shoot house. Like, I haven't got a single game of shipment. Not one. All games of shoot house. I hate shoot house. Like I'm so sick of this map. The only thing it's good for is long shots. That's the only thing it's good for. I may as well get some long shots this time.
Capture and hold the objectives.
I didn't even see who I was playing against this time.
Securing Charlie.
Oh, I'm going to mount. Can I get a mounted long shot?
Securing Alpha. Charlie secure. We have control. Crush them.
Okay, so they're over at A. Yes, there's one. Oh, let's do that. Come on, run out. Thank you. More, please.
Losing B.
Move! Look at this guy. You shitter, stop stealing my kills. I need mounted kills.
Back up at Charlie. Enemies taking Bravo.
Oh, alright.
Taking Bravo.
Let's play some objectives. Whoa, sorry, Crispy Biscuit. Wait, what? Look at this guy. He's got the RPG going crazy.
Got Alpha.
Oh. You're a terrible player. How did I let you do that?
Charlie.
You're just using an RPG. You're a smelly, smelly person. Okay. Oh. I just like to line up the headshots. Oh. This guy just seems to get lucky and spawn behind me all the time. No. 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 What are you doing? Who is this guy? Why is he doing this? He's just standing there shooting RPGs. Why are you playing like that? Absolute shitter.
Taking Charlie.
Okay, I have Charlie. You idiots better get paid. Whoa. Oh, I ran out of mouse room. Jesus Christ. I ran out of mouse space and far out. Let's go get Charlie back.
Need backup at Bravo.
What are you doing? Come on, people. Where? Crispy Biscuit, what are you doing?
You're needed at A.
My guy. Oh my god. Like, you're standing on top of him and you can't kill him. Buddy, what are you up to? You're spawn camping. Okay. Let's see if he moves. because he doesn't know I'm here. There's something fishy about that dude with the riot shield. He sort of seems to know when somebody's around. I mean, you can sound whore a little bit, but you can't.
Enemies taking Alpha. Securing Charlie.
How? Okay, that was a good shot.
Need backup at Alpha. Taking Bravo. Attack those positions. We're falling behind. They've reached the halfway point. Get up. Securing Charlie. Capturing Bravo. Holding Charlie. Losing B. Overhead.
How did he not die?
You're needed at Bravo.
I even got the camo for it. How did he not die?
Assist your team at Charlie. Securing Alpha. Enemy has Charlie. Reloading. Alpha secure. Assist your team at B. Taking Charlie.
What is? They're all there.
Losing A.
Oh my god. This game is chalked. Look at them.
Attack those positions. We're falling behind.
Oh, you're on my team.
We're up Bravo.
I don't give a shit about the objectives anymore. I'm just gonna go get kills.
Captured Charlie.
Okay. So they'll be on. Go get B.
Enemy at the center. Taking Bravo. Securing Bravo. Enemy taking Charlie. Securing A.
You're a shitty player.
Bravo.
Oh fuck.
We're full. Securing Alpha.
Oh. That was just.
Soon ready to roll out.
My goodness. You didn't even know where I was, bro. Well,
Roll on station. Securing C.
Coordinates set. Hit them.
Horseman 3-1 arriving on station. Ready for tasking. Securing C. Two objectives lost. Move in. Assist your team at Alpha. Capture Charlie.
you're in the. You're laying. Okay. And you're just hiding.
Securing B. Assist your team at Charlie. Securing A.
Oh, go up in the office team. They're all gonna be up in the office.
Enemy has Charlie. You're needed at B.
Changing max.
I should try and get another VTOL. Oh, you know what?
Securing C.
Deploy Wilson.
Fielder 2-0, handing field.
Securing Bravo. Attack those positions. We're full. Tower secure. Enemy near Main Street.
I need to go get another one. I'm not gonna have time.
Securing B. Enemy near main
Yeah.
Rest your wounds. We return soon.
There's not gonna be enough time to get another wheels in. Once I stop. Look at these guys. It's hilarious. Like, well, SBMM is now going to punish me for that. Because the moment I stopped playing objectives, I started killing everybody. I would really, really enjoy a game of Shipment now. Hip fires, yep. Long shots, yep. Mounteds, yep. Reloads, yep. No attachments. No. All right, there we go. Shipment, let's go. Now we'll get, this will help us get our hip fire kills. And no attachments. We'll use the naked. We'll run the naked. Let's go. Oh, mate. It's too easy.
Kill the enemy. Hold ahead.
It's hard to play like this. I don't like grind. They're just camping those corners. They're shooting their own feet. Oh, here we go. Was that guy laying down? I was standing inside him. I couldn't shoot him. I was literally inside his body. I'm not sure why I'm not able to hit now. Like, bro, if you're gonna corner camp, at least make an effort. I threw it in the wrong corner. My idiot teammates are all corner camping. What the fuck? That guy's got the moves like Jagger, man. Holy crow. That was, how did... Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. My teammates, I killed everybody and my teammates ran around and collected the tags and ended the game before I could get my kills. Thanks, teammates. Good job. Good job, teammates. What did we do that time? We got 13 hip fire kills because my teammates reloads. We got one, and we got some new attachments. Oh, shoot house again. Come on, man. Oh. This game mode is just so painful. What do I need? I need mounted kills. What do I need? Oh. You're too far away. Oh, hello. Hello. Yes, yes.
Capture and defend the hard point. When it moves, you
That dude is pink.
we have our first target. Move out.
Aw, man. How did I not kill that guy?
Capture the objective.
Is somebody gonna run? Oh. Thank you.
Hard point contested. Hard point secure. Hard point contested. Enemy took the hard point.
Changing back.
Stand by to move.
You're a shitty player, Radiant Frog. Look at all my team are just camping the middle lane. Oh, you're my guy. Oh. Oh. I gotta hit some shots there, man. Well, there's no point being there because they're just gonna steal all my kills.
Enemy at the shanty town. Taking the hard point. Hard point contested. Enemies taking the hard point. Got the hard point. The enemy took the hard point. 10 seconds. Get ready to move. Hard point contested. Location secure.
Trophy system deployed.
What are you doing?
Next hard point. Location secure. Hard point contested. Enemies got the hard point. Allied forces strike in front.
Yeah, I deserve that. I don't think so.
Care package inbound.
I'm gonna absolutely go down and execute this guy, Radiant Frog. He is a dead man. I'm gonna come kill you again. That was.
The enemy took the hard point.
Whoa. Was that dude laying on the ground? Okay. So they're horny for the hard point. I got it now. I understand. I can go get kills over here. Oh, I couldn't get out of the way fast enough. They are playing hardball for the hard point. blew myself up? No, they blew me up.
Stand by to move.
Look at them. They're all, come on guys. What are you camping? What exactly are you trying to achieve? Oh, there's nobody here. There's like, I have no teammates here at all. Of course they have. Where are you going, bro? You're going literally the wrong direction. They have a trophy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. Let's just run up the gut. And then I'll jump over that wall and I'll just decimate them. You rat. Oh, run away. Run away. Oh. Oh, okay. The guy in the pedo skin, dead set, just got in my way. Die, radiant frog. Get out of the way, pedo skin. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you idiots want to play for the objective, play for it. Dance around it. Wow. That's twice in a row. You suck. You just suck standing there. They're all up there. I didn't even see that person. Legit. I'm not playing for this objective anymore. My teammates can go get stuffed. Get out of the way. I'm just gonna hit and run. I legitimately don't give a rat's ass about the objectives. They can all... Oh, they're in that back corner, eh? Look at them. Look at my teammate. My teammate just stood there and watched me die. Jumped around. Get out of the way. I am not having any joy here at all. This is what happens when your teammates are just ass. Okay, pedo skin, go get killed. How is this person able to kill me? How did they know I was there? Wow. Get out of the way, you idiot. Like, run a different line. How? Oh, stuck me. Fair enough. We're kind of getting to that point in the night where I'm dying every time I shoot first, and it's kind of not fun. Oh. I am getting absolutely shit on. This is not fun. And these guys are not good. It's not like I'm getting absolutely decimated by people who are any good at this game. Just getting absolutely crapped on. Like that. Like, how am I losing that gunfight? Fuck off. I'm just not hitting my shots.
Stand by to move.
So this is what they say in COD, where your teammates are always in the wrong place. This is what this is. Ah, and that, like, that's just how, like, I am the worst player in this game right now, which is just not fun.
Enemies taking the hard point. One minute remaining.
I am just the worst player in the game. Like, literally. That's just not good for my teammates. Oh, man.
Hard point. Use the hard point. We've got the hard point.
Trades. Go get trades, pedo skin.
Enemy took the hard point. Hard point contested. Hard point secure.
There's something. How many kills did that guy have? He's not that good.
We've got the hard point.
I'm just not hitting shots. I mean, at the end of the day, that's nothing to do with anyone other than me. I've missed everything. Oh. I'm just...
We are out of time.
Changing max.
I'm not running good lines. I'm not doing anything well here.
Hard point contested. Allied
Oh, fuck.
Ten seconds. Get ready to move.
I'm just, like, playing like ass. This is not, just not winning a single gunfight, man.
Cruise missile launched.
Let's do something a little bit different.
We've taken the hard point. Tomorrow will be different.
I was the worst player in the whole game. And it wasn't even close. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's awful. Another game like that and I'm done. I'm not playing anymore tonight because that was not good. I really, if I get shootouts again, why is my game running at 5 FPS? If I get shootouts again, I'm backing out. I'm not playing that anymore. I'm tired of it. It's not fun right now. Long shots. Oh, fuck. Mounted kills. I guess I got a couple of those. reloads, yeah. No attachments. See, I just didn't seem to get that many kills. Hip fire kills. I need to. I'm not playing Shoot House. So if it doesn't change, I'm backing out. I'm not playing that again. This would have been 6 games and 5 of them Shoot House. This just get your act together. You have two maps in this rotation, and if I'm getting 5 of one and 1 of the other, that's not balanced. It's not fun. Okay, there's nobody in that lobby, so I'm not playing it. If you put me back in it, I'm gonna back out. Hey, that's better. There we go. And of course, I come into the game when it's already half over. Oh, come on, man.
Enemy precision airstrike. Get down.
What are you doing?
Allied cluster strike incoming. Enemy taking the hard point.
Okay, bro. You've asked for it. Oh, you're in the container, you big giant ass clown. Oh, hello. I hate sniper rifles in this kind of a map.
Enemy VTOL.
Look at you.
Hard point lost.
Look at them.
Hard point lost.
You're just using shotguns. Okay. Let's make magic. How did I not even get my shot off? Get out of the way. Fuck off, Milsim. No shot. They're spawning behind us. Oh my god. Why are you spawning us in there, game? Oh. Okay. Fuck this. Time to get toxic. I shot that guy. I don't know how I missed him. I ran out of bullets. That guy with the Jack 12 with fire rounds he's not much of a player. You're just an ass. Oh, wow, I'm picking up the wrong guns. Hey, teammates. They just... I don't know why this game just keeps spawning you in front of the other team. Like... You're a shitter, Johnny, whatever your name is.
We will remember.
Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Absolutely zero skill at all. You're just standing there going back and forth across the container. You absolute shitter. You're a horrible player. You just used the lowest skilled weapon in the whole game. You are a tragic, sad individual. And now I will have to block you. Because I never want to see you. Ah, crap. I'm not playing Shoot House. I'm just not. So, if you think you're going to put me in there, think again, yo. I'm not playing Shoot House. Tracy Grimshaw and Carl Stefanovic. You can tell how this one's gonna roll. How did I go last game? Yeah, I think I'm kind of done after this. I'm sort of... Oh man, why do you keep loading me into a game? Oh man, come on. I don't know who's who on these teams at the moment. They're just camping and it's not having much joy. I'm just not feeling it right now. Like, teammates, legit, man. You're standing there shooting each other. Oh my god. I was reloading, burb. Give me a break.
Allied UAV overhead.
I'm not having a lot of joy here. Oh no. Why did you pick up that stupid gun? What? Why did you choose that moment to reload? You guys just ran right past. Get out of the way, pedo skin. Here. Ah, come on, man. Far out, I hate hip fires. I don't understand. Oh, now I got this. Look at this. Look at this. It's the slowest gun in history. Like, whoever put that build together. I think we're done.
We will remember.
I'm just sort of over it at the moment. Like, my teammates just walked past that person several times. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Did I not get a single camo done that time? Not one. I need one hip fire kill. Then I need long shots. Long shots and mounted kills. And then reloads, but that's pretty easy. So tomorrow, long shots and mounted kills. Long shots are so painful. Long shots are so painful with SMGs. They're just garbage. Just garbage. Well, that was somewhat disappointing in every sense of the word. That was not a fun night of gaming, I have to say. It's I think when you do this a lot, you sort of have those nights where you're just not feeling it. Tonight was one of those nights where I'm just not feeling it. I don't know if it was Modern Warfare or the guns I'm trying to grind or whatever. I'm just not feeling it tonight. Just not into it. So I think I think we'll just have to say that, you know, tonight was a slow night. Yeah. It's just not a good whoops. I think we're done. I'm kind of not really mentally into this at the moment. So if you turned up or you're watching this on VOD, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. That really helps. But yeah, we'll be back at it tomorrow night, hopefully in a bit better mental space and enjoying the games a little bit more. Kind of, tonight was just frustrating. I'm not sure. Some nights get like this. So after Cold War stops being free, we'll see what happens and who comes back and maybe the lobbies. Like the lobbies were so uneven tonight. And also the fact that I just got so much shoot house. Like I actually personally, I don't like shoot house. It's just not, it's not my favorite game mode my favorite map. I get kind of tired of it after a while and headquarters, I think I'm just going to have to, if I'm playing this on stream or whatever, I think when I get headquarters, I'm just going to have to back out. So I actually legitimately hate that game mode. I just find it not fun. So, what were you surprised by? And I think the stream is a bit laggy at the moment. I think those dropped frames have caused probably a 30 or 40 second delay in the stream. And so I'm seeing things in chat and I'm kind of like, I think I'm 30 seconds behind. Let's just see out of curiosity. So what am I at? Say 10, 15. Yeah, I think the lag on the stream is pretty close to a minute now. So yeah, this isn't really, I mean, where are we? Yeah, this is super latent. There's super latency. It's pretty close to a minute. What were you surprised by? There's no point even trying to have a communication with you. This is just stupid. There's too much lag. I'm like, let's out of curiosity, let's do a count. Okay, so let's just see. Oh, you said you were surprised by something. What were you surprised by? Like, I'm just going to watch on the second screen here to see how much latency or lag there is. Look at this. So what are we at? This is nuts. There's 53 seconds of lag. Oh yeah, there's no point. But yeah, shoot house. It just became shit. It just became over and over and over and over again. Just it happens to me from time to time. I just get so much shoot house. I will get 80% of my games will be shoot house. It's just not, and it ceases to be fun. Like shipment can be painful, but shipment can be painful, but at least it's usually fun. But I tend, when I'm playing by myself, for some reason, I tend to get 80% shoot house. And I get so much headquarters personally. I get headquarters all the time. And I hate that game mode. Like, I'd like to just be able to say in the playlist, I'd like to filter it out. I don't want to play headquarters. And the big problem with Modern Warfare is when you back out of a game, then they turn off at any kind of skill-based matchmaking and just dump you in a lobby. And it's like, well, I don't really, like, if I don't want to play your game the way you want me to play it, I shouldn't get punished for it. I should play the game the way I want to play. Right? Like, I'm surely you have enough people who don't care whether they get shoot house or headquarters or whatever. Right? Like last week with Shipment Extended and there was no headquarters and shoot house. I had a good time. I really enjoyed the stream last week. But maybe I'll just play a different game or something. I don't know. But yeah, this having to play headquarters and shoot house or cranked and shoot house. And then when I do get shipment, I get cranked and the game is over in, the game is over in 3 minutes. And then I'm back in shoot house. It's like, come on, man. How about you give me domination or team deathmatch or something in shipment? There should be no other mode in shipment than team death. There could be just a filter that says I only want to play domination or I only want to play team deathmatch. I prefer just to play TDM. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of I'm just sort of at the point where I'm looking forward to Age 4 coming out. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after we'll get the Vanguard beta. So we'll play that. We'll play the Vanguard beta when that comes. That'll be fun for whatever it's available, 5 days or whatever. That'll be the Vanguard beta will be great for the first 3 days because it'll be only the people who paid for it, right? The people who've bought the game will get to play it. And then it'll be the open beta, and then it's going to be Dead Set a Gong Show. Every jackanape who, just wants to go in and be a clown will turn up. But it'll be different. At least it'll be a new game. I'll be excited about that at least. So that'll be fun. That will be a little bit of fun at the very least. But yeah. Tonight was rough. Tonight was a rough stream. It happens. I think, I stream, like, I think I worked it out since I started on July 6th. I think I've not streamed for like 5 or 6 days in 2 months. So I'm streaming 90% of the time. And so when that happens, you're going to have nights like this where it's just not particularly happening for you. It was okay for the first half, but the last few games just sort of wear you down. But it's all right. I don't even mind the cheaters as much. It's being in the lobby where you're the worst player in the lobby. And that's sometimes it's not bad, but when the game mode is not fun, when you're playing headquarters and you're the worst player, it's really... The thing I hate about headquarters is where they turn off respawn. So now I'm playing a shitty game mode and I might have to sit out for 40 seconds. Like, get lost. I don't want to do that. And if you play any kind of an aggressive style, the potential for you dying quickly is high. So I spend a significant portion of a game of headquarters sitting out watching. It's not fun. It's dumb. Turn that shit off. Don't create that game mode ever again. Stop it. Or let me turn it off. Like, all these people have map voting as one of the things they'd like. Like, I don't care about map voting. I care about game modes. I don't want to play Cranked. And I don't want to play Headquarters. So let me turn those off. But anyway, I've complained enough. Thank you for turning up. Thanks for saying hi. We'll be back again tomorrow.